mic is okay. She off your mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go sama us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego diary politico, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego diary politico, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my yegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my yegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my yegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. My yegun don't come, oh, yo, yo.
Washiwaju, are you working seriously with him on some of his minuses?
We
let me give you one easily.
Yes.
You and I know that the issue of those bullion vans should not have happened. True or false?
Well, the circumstances will determine.
You and I know.
Let me tell you. Let me explain to you, sir. Let me explain to you. Let us be practical about this matter. You want to run a statewide election. This is 2 days or 3 days to that election. You are going to fund this across Lagos State. You want to ensure that security of the funding, that you are about to disburse, will be such that everybody will be able to get ready to play their role in that election. Running an election is not a cheap affair for a whole state or for a whole country. And certainly, whether you like it or not, you either move the funds through the electronic system or you move the funds fiscally.
Well,
one way or the other.
I'm glad
I'm just saying that there's some circumstances
that
can create.
I'm glad you're saying that, because I think that he didn't think deeply of that exercise. There are other ways in which funds could have been moved, and one is what you have said is electronic. I believe that sometimes he takes his environment for granted.
I don't think so. I think sometimes the emergency, particularly in the heat of the moment, in the emergency in which you find yourself, in the fact that these logistics have to be deployed almost across the large space of land, involving a lot of people. Perhaps there may be need.
I mean, come on, you have party structures for crying.
Thank you. Good evening to you, good morning to you, good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. And this is Mayegun Live. Let's see. Thank you.
Mayegun diary politico. Godfatherism.
Thank you so much. I have a caption that should, somehow interest you. It's a big question. Who can fix Nigeria? Shebi una won't fix Nigeria. I want to speak to the one Nigerians today because of this. Share the broadcast. Tell them.
Lórí Facebook. Lórí YouTube. Bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Thank you so much for joining me from wherever you are watching from. This is Mayegun Live. And yes, please share the broadcast. I mean, invite people. Tell them that Mayegun is live. And then we can kickstart this. Thank you. Just Reason, Princess, everyone, especially on YouTube, Facebook, from wherever you are listening from or watching from. Yes, this is Mayegun. Every time we talk about Nigeria, right, or talking about the problem of Nigeria, the difference between us and some of those who love to sit on the fence is that everyone knows about the problems of Nigeria, but not everyone is interested in naming the problems of Nigeria, because the problems are not just what you see out there. The problems are the living things among you that parade themselves as the best things that ever happened to you after the invention of a sliced bread. They call themselves leaders. So we want to mention the problem, where we want to list the problem, name the problem, and at the same time, name the perpetrators of the problem, so that when you are choosing, or when you have a chance of choosing, you probably won't have to worship your killers. You won't have to worship the looters, the thieves. But unfortunately, the people who prefer to talk about the problems of Nigeria continue to defend the criminals who brought about the problems. So that's the difference between us. So when we then talk about Nigeria, yeah, some of them now hide behind the fraudulent one Nigeria to say, we should work together. That's their famous one. Let us come together and work together as one. Let us build our country, blah, 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 blah. It is a deceitful, diversionary statement that one Nigerians, fraudulent, patriotic Nigeria, because it's fraudulent, to be sincere. If you want to be honest and sincere, in all honesty, putting it that way, yeah, when you mention the problems of Nigeria, you will mention the people who actually created the problems. And in mentioning the names, you figure out that, we're actually on the same page with Mayegun. Now, I should listen to him more. Well, you know one thing? There's something I'm going to fix before we kick in. I would like Show to do me a break.
If you know it would have meant that people who had the experience we're talking about would have done this country differently. President Buhari, for example, was the president of this country before. President Olusegun Obasanjo was the president of this country before. If you want to count their experience as the experience we need, they should have been the most experienced leaders. But look at where they left this country. The people that I've mentioned in the past who fought for independence, ask yourself, where did they get political experience? Which public office did Awolowo hold before he fought for independence? Which public office did they hold before they became regional leaders that all of us are jealous of today? When Gowon became the president of this country and fought through a war, which political office did he hold before he became the president at the age of 29 or thereabout? None. We're talking about character. Countries that are looking for leaders that will take them to progress are not looking for people who have experience in stealing or assassination.
Well, that's just a tip. All right. So when they claim to be patriotic Nigerians is when they tell you to manage what you have. And what do you have? Failed, weak leaders. Mostly selfish. Okay? So in your elections, you want Nigerians, those who actually would want something same of the same but different. I don't know what you really want, right? They have a voting system in Nigeria that is rigged enough that even the people who are supposed to be the the people with the sovereignty to choose who they want or not, yeah, they have submitted that and agreed to it. For example, yeah, those who love Nigeria, I mean, let's put it this way, those who claim to love Nigeria, and somehow they don't agree that Nigeria should break up. Yeah. They have the capacity, in my own opinion, they have the capacity or the number to kick out all this mess and madness. Using figure now, they have a voting, they have a INEC in Nigeria, and they have this table of registered voters in Nigeria. According to them, even if me and you are unable to mobilize 50 million people to demand for constitutional change in Nigeria, a call for referendum, and on and on and on like that. You see, those who actually believe in Nigeria, let's use their own figure. They have these registered voters according to their INEC. And in this number, 84 million people are said to be registered voters in Nigeria. Well, I think I have it on the screen. 84 million people. Out of these 84 million, 51% of them, they are young people, most of them watching me right now. Okay? Young people, which is more than the numbers of a registered voter in Nigeria. In 2019, the total votes between APC, Egbekegbe, Buhari and gang, as well as PDP, Atifku, was a total of 28 to 29 million. That was what returned Buhari. And then those who tried to probably push back after all manipulation, jumping of figures. So you know that there's possibility that half of that 30 million were written numbers. You get what I mean now? But now let's use their own figure. If those who believe that Nigeria can still be a great country, I mean, those who feel like we are being too extreme with our kind of demand as solution to Nigeria problem, right? Let's use their own number if they love Nigeria, because I'm still coming to my real punchline. We are just using numbers now. 28 million. That means 56 million didn't vote or participate in their election. That means that 54 million, 58 million. Half of them, or let me say even 30 million, are enough to stop the madness in Nigeria if indeed majority of them are not in bed with the system that we are all talking about today. There are those who call themselves elites in Nigeria. They are called the jokers, which they possibly don't even know yet. So if you love Nigeria so much that you feel like election can solve your problems, right? Maybe if you can get the 56 or 58 million registered voters, they are there in your Nigeria, they are there with you. all of their money couldn't buy them. The most they could buy, according to them, was 30 million votes. Then you have how many left? 54 million or so left. So think about that. But if you look around you, nobody really cares about Nigeria. Thank you very much, Jare, for my birthday wishes. I think the birthday is in a few hours now. Thank you. They are currently saying, let us fix Nigeria. It means that the entire thing, don't pafuka, they are just holding it together until they are unable to hold it together anymore. So let me give you the advantage of if Nigeria is not a forced entity. When Nigeria actually sees and you return to your true and real country, the one that has your own identity, your real identity, the one that speaks your language. When you return back, when Nigeria sees, let me tell you the advantage. And that's why we're asking them today that if they want to fix Nigeria, using your own data and what have you, which you all probably believe that despite all of that, you will never be able to shift the goalpost. You can't even mobilize yourself, registered voters, 54, 56 million of you, to push out those who have made life hell for you. Even them and their vuvuzelas and the rest of them. You can't. You have the numbers. I mean, you do. But you can't find yourselves. You can't make a difference. You can't do anything. You can't choose a separate candidate or a separate political party with a different idea to push these people out. I mean, PDP, APC. But when you look at the old draw, the old basket, you have the number. You are wallowing in there, pretending that maybe Nigeria will be great or not. But this is the advantage. If to say Nigeria practice their own homegrown native political system, starting from the constitution. You see, the reason why when you want to go into an arrangement with a second or third party, they will tell you, let us go into an agreement. You will contribute to the agreement. They will contribute to it. If you all agree, you go into that partnership. There's a reason for it. So that if any one of you begin to do things outside the agreed window, yeah, you can easily say, you know what, this partnership is over. So starting from the agreement that actually creates a country, it is the Constitution, Article of Independence, Article of it will start from referendum. That's where respect will start from. All of you, I mean, you know, warming up for election. You have no clue. Everybody have to come together. That's the start. You see what they call 1999 Constitution. It is a military decree that, if you understand very well, it is the foundational problem of Nigeria. If you can't choose the people who represent you, if only the money bags, if only the drug barons, you know, drug pushers, gun runners, terrorists with huge money, if they are those who can influence who becomes what, guess what? They take charge of your government. It becomes a rogue government. A rogue government then supervise over or leads a rogue country. It starts from the choice, the ability to choose, the ability to change, the ability to decide through the will of the people. That's why Constitution is very, very important. But look at Nigeria, 200 million people. You have lawyers. You have people who claim to be educated. but not many of them can actually say, come, oh, are we actually this mad in this country? When did all of us come together and agree on this 1999 constitution? When did we agree to give this power inside this constitution to this set of people or that set of people? Nobody. Everybody is looking for their own opportunity. Make I reach my own turn, make I get my own to my own turn. So constitution. So when you now say, okay, we want to come together as a country, the Yorubas, there are other ethnic nationalities or tribes within the Yoruba land. And when you combine all of them, they are more than 60 million. They themselves, they will conduct their own referendum. Starting from the foundation, it is from that referendum of, you know what, we are going to vote for this set of people, neutral people that are going to collate all of the interest of every nationality from every part of Nigeria. Starting from them, everybody has to show interest that they still want to be part of Nigeria. That's the, if you want to solve Nigeria problem, okay? If you want to solve it completely, where everyone will respect everyone, it starts from the foundation, which you never have. You've never had that. So don't think some of us asking that they should break up Nigeria, like we don't actually know what we are talking about, right? Breaking up of Nigeria won't start with physical breakup. It has to start with a structural breakup. The structural breakup means everyone first, they have to agree that yes, we want to be part of this country. The Yorubas will say we want to be part. The Igbos will say they want to be part or they don't want to be part. You see, that moment, everybody will now outline their participation of Nigeria. That is where your type of political system will set in. Now, when you have a structural breakup of Nigeria, that's fiscal breakup, structural breakup, administrative breakup, and then so many other things that will come into play. But the primary one is the one that gives sovereignty back to the people of the regions that make up Nigeria. They did it in Chile not long ago. So don't let anyone tell you it is impossible. The same way you are preparing for elections now. You will do election. Yeah, they will rig themselves. They will kill some of you. They will jail some of you. Some of you will carry bullet wound, cutlass, machete, and everything. They will burn some properties, and the rest. At the end of the day, they will announce some winners. You are back to the trenches. You wait for another 4 years. That won't fix Nigeria. So nobody can fix Nigeria if they are not talking about a structural breakup of Nigeria. And that is where, when they say referendum, the Biafrans, they continue to ask for referendum. Give us referendum. Give us referendum. Let the Igbo people decide if they still want to be part of Nigeria or not. That should be what every tribe, every ethnic nationality in Nigeria should be asking for. Election won't resolve it. If you like, let 150 million of you register to vote. Okay? Once they pick the numbers they want, they write the numbers they want, all they need is that a few of you should just come out and validate the fraud. And they will be there for another time. It's called, stealing, authority stealing. Elections won't do it. So let's come back to the base, the foundation. The 1999 Constitution is the constitution they are using in Nigeria today. And they said it is the constitution that gives power, because Nigeria, we, the people of Nigeria, came together and we wrote the 1999 Constitution. That's not how a constitution is written. No. I have educated people arguing blindly, trying to make a point out of nothing. Look at you. You can't save Nigeria. That is not good. Election won't save Nigeria. But when you go back to the structure, right? That way, the Ijos, the Shekiris, the TVs, the Galas, the Nupes, the Hausas, the Fulanis, the Igbos, the the Yorubas, and everyone from every part. Now that time, you understand that Nigeria, those who make up Nigeria today, they were forced together, not with their consent. And to resolve all of this, is it not just to serve the people for peace and progress? Is that not what everybody wants? Election won't give you that, and you know it. If there's anything that divides Nigeria more, it is the fraudulent democracy they tell you that you have, which you know that you don't have any control over. So, to the base, if the people were allowed, and let me tell you something, this is something that those who claim to love Nigeria should be pushing, because when they did it in Chile, it was the people that demanded for it. And it all started with a massive protest because people knew what was wrong. The constitution of Chile was handed over to them when they moved by a dictator, when they moved to democracy as well, and they've kept it. So every democratic officer they elected, they inherited that dictatorial power. That is what 1999 constitution has. And you all continue to pledge to it. I pledge to Nigeria, my country. I have to defend the constitution. You have to face the law. Which law? The law that punish the innocent and reward the criminals. So when the people push, 1 million people were on the streets in Chile. That is not even a revolution to overthrow people, right? Indeed, you know what happened? They forced the government, the president there, he had to agree that, okay, if that is what you want, there are people who don't want anything, any constitutional, they want everything the same it was. It's okay, let's throw it open. That same thing is in Nigeria today. 73% of the Chileans, they voted for the new constitution, the one that they now voted on a separate, on the same vote that they have to vote for people, their own people that they believe will go there, and put together the constitution that represents them before they put it into ratification and all of that. They bypassed the National Assembly, bypassed all those rogues who have been using the same fraudulent constitution in Chile. In Nigeria, it is similar. Military criminals, after they depleted and ruined the country, ruined the lives of the people, they put together a document that protected them from prosecution, protected them from handing over their loot or going to jail for it. In fact, the constitution that actually gave them the opportunity to take off the khaki and put on agbada and come back to say, oh, sorry, we are now civilians. They handed it over to population of 170-80 million people. And for 23 years, the country has not seen peace. The country has not seen progress. Poverty is increasing. Corruption is increasing. Police brutality is increasing. Insecurity is at its worst. Terrorism is now the order of the day. Do you get what I mean now? And when you try to push back, even when people said, see, we are going to fight back, self-defense, guess what? The constitution says you can't fight back, except if somebody in Abuja says you can fight back, even if they have never been to your community in their life, they are your president, they are your representatives, and whatever they say is the final, because a fraudulent military constitution gave them that. And country of 200 million people, they are fighting themselves. Why should Nigeria break? Why should Nigeria not break? It was handed over to you. It is that same constitution that says the president of the country will nominate the INEC chairman. Okay? And then they will now nominate the board of the INEC to conduct election that their own political party will be part of. It is that constitution. Okay? So what am I saying here is this. Election won't solve your problem. Buhari idiots. Prayer won't solve your problem. Okay? If it's about prayer, if it's about talking to God, let me tell you something. Nigeria know God to the point that they have been exporting religion outside. But structural breakup of Nigeria will do the following. Let me tell you. The advantage. It simply means every part that make up of Nigeria today, you will get to know those who still want to be part of Nigeria and under what condition. Okay? Listen. You can ask for constitutional change, and the process of that constitutional change will have nothing to do with this crop of criminals. There are clearer processes to make that happen. See, I know that this is like far-fetched. Some will be like, don't waste your energy. They won't do it. I know. But for the sake of those who probably don't know that we know what we are talking about when we said you can't fix Nigeria. Nigeria can be fixed. The only fixable thing for Nigeria is to break Nigeria up. And this is why. So if people now say, for example, the Yoruba people, they voted for a new constitution to start with. And in that constitution, I can tell you this free of charge. If the Yorubas are allowed to actually decide if they still want to be part of Nigeria, Yorubas will say no. Yes, if me and all of us can go out there and say, oh, well, now what are we going to submit as our own memorandum to this new constitutional conference, blah, 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 blah. Well, the Yorubas, first of all, the Yorubas wants to have control over all our border that we share with either the north, the east, or any other part of, you know what I mean? After that, we don't want anything like a federal government, this and that on our land anymore, and we'll go for that. I mean, campaign giddy. So when we finally meet the constitutional committee or constitutional team and all of that, yeah, when we submit that, when they put it in their referendum, I mean, their constitution, it will allow the Yorubas to exit because it will clearly explain. The Yorubas are clearly asking for complete autonomy. And this complete autonomy means that it is terminal. That means Yorubas will be with Nigeria for the next 10 years. In the process, Nigeria will have nothing to do with Yoruba land when it comes to administration and all of that. It will just be through, we will call it the transition period. That will be our memorandum. We'll submit that. I mean, if I can walk on the streets of Lagos State now without being attacked or bullied or even killed by those who are benefiting from the rotten system, of course, many of us will go back home and we tell people why it is better that way. And this is it again. We will submit that, and I bet you half of those who make up Nigeria today, yeah, they will choose a terminal date from the current arrangements. And that will be put in that constitution. That's the genesis. So, structural breakup of Nigeria. Now, you see, when you start with that, you know what you are going to go for next. Who are those who actually have the interest of Biafrans at heart? Who are those who have the interest of the Yorubas? Who are those who will die defending Yoruba land and they don't give a damn about Nigeria? Then you now say, okay, now this is how we are going to be electing our representatives. The power should go to those who are going to take us out of Nigeria. This is the process. Take us out of the place. But some people said, that's a long thing. We are talking about if we are going to have it differently. You know, by so doing, that means we are going to be the one to design the type of electoral body or election we want to form, the type of political representatives and all of that we want to have. As Yoruba people, the Igbo people will select the type of political representatives they want to have. There will be nobody, no influence, no gun, no blood money from across the Sahel, from terrorists or from drug runners and all of that, that will be able to penetrate your political system like it is currently being done in Nigeria. So me as a person, I have that kind of, I have that picture, the picture of what can easily, like magic, give that power back to you. And when you have that power back, it simply means you can sit back and watch the genuine people take Yoruba out of Nigeria. Not election for this likes of Tinubu and gang. Because look at it now. We can blame everybody for all our problems. But when you look at those who are in charge of your problems or those who have made the problems what they are today, you will see your brothers there. You will see your sisters there. You will see people who speak your language there. You will see people who go to the same church like you. You will see deaconesses. You will see Elijahs. You will see those people you thought probably you believe that they should love Nigeria or love Yoruba land or love Igbo land. Adebayo Onilere. Thank you very much for that. Another one is Elena. Thanks for yours as well. And thank you. Happy birthday, Mayegun. Remain blessed. Thank you. I love you too. And then I'm taking the wishes. Thank you. From London. I believe, you're all having a wonderful weekend as well, getting ready for it. So, if you join the awareness campaign that can actually make a difference, that is, you can still have elections. You see, election is your right. It is under what circumstance or under what circumstances that decide if you are actually having an election, a selection, or just a validation of the fraud. Same of the same. 51% of registered voters in Nigeria are young people. And the demography of those who have suffered greatly, the government, the failed government policies, which has impoverished more people, these same people, this demography of young people have suffered it most. But there are also those who are also preparing to champion and push the septuagenarians, push their own ancestors to come and lead them. Some of them because of the crumb they will give to them. But the point is, did they not give you the same crumb in 2015? Didn't they give you same in 2019? Even recently, they gave you all this peanut and all that. Then you go back to start wishing. So, if I have anybody to convince, if I have anyone to convince, it will be, it will be those who wants to waste their time or precious time to either sit on the fence pretending that the problem is going to go away, and then those who feels like they figured it out that after Bukwari, it's just had to be another election, that somebody is coming to fix Nigeria. Starting from where? Using what or which constitution, so to say? Where exactly is what will restructure up, probably reshape Nigeria and put your lives on the track come from? It is the same trial and error, which is most of the time deliberate, so to say. So they have more voters that could save them, but they can't be saved simply because the system is not designed to save them. One of the things Shore said, which I actually want to share, let's see that again. One sec. This was way back home. Shore is also a young person, but they don't like him.
Minimum wage that we are proposing is for federal workers. I am not responsible for state workers as the president of Nigeria. But I will do everything I can to help push for payment of wages for workers. There's a difference between minimum wage and a living wage. What I'm proposing is a living wage for workers. So it's to put pressure on these governors and help let everybody know transparently how much they're getting. Listen, as we're sitting here today, you can never hear that a governor failed to pay himself the security vote and in any month. It has never happened before. And these security votes are in millions, in some cases billions of naira. Almost 50% of what the minimum wage of workers are in those states. I would work towards a legislation that will abolish security votes, because that's slush funds that are not accounted for. That if they were accounted for, there will be enough money to take care of the minimum wage of workers at 100,000 naira per worker.
Take it back, action!
but they were unable to because they couldn't match these people money for money, gun for gun. Somebody was asking me that where is Omoyele Showore's vice presidential candidate then? That guy, well, I think he went back to his private life, a quiet one, and that's it. 51% of you voted or went for PDP and APC. And today, you are mostly gearing up now, mocking yourselves, okay? Asking the people who brought Nigeria to our knees to come back and help you. How does that even work? Because sometimes I do ask myself most of the time, like, well, how does that work? It never worked. It never. So I am happy today, yeah, that so many people in Yoruba land. See, I'm talking about my own feedback now. So many people in Yoruba land, the class that call themselves the elite, who used to kind of keep quiet in a way and somehow explain away how complicated the Nigeria problem is and why Nigeria cannot break up and the rest. They are changing their tongues now. Now, some of them are now agreeing that indeed, if nothing is done about that fraudulent 1999 constitution, go for election as many times as you want until Nigeria explode into a total civil war. Then the lies you are telling yourselves will come to an end. But some said, don't worry, Mayegun. There are many ways to kill a cat. And you are about to find out. And I love finding out. I love surprises too. So when we talk about this 99 constitution, and people say, you know what? Shouldn't something be done? Shouldn't an action be taken? I mean, not just talk. I remember asking one time that, why have we not seen those who claim to be legal luminaries and all of them and what have you, right? It's just that maybe if they do it and Nigeria finally breaks up, right? Sometimes they feel like they are going to also lose their own bread, because as Nigeria is in chaos, some of them are actually multimillionaires or billionaires, lawyers, or they're interpreting Abdul Salami's trash book called 1999 Constitution. So why hasn't no one taken Nigeria to court on that and end that 1999 Constitution? Because it is possible. Nobody has tried. No one has actually tried to say on whose authority did Abdul Salami Abubakar have to force a constitution on you. That's the beginning, So I have been told that you go here, and I love that. I love to see it. There are already court cases, ladies and gentlemen. And that was how, when I was studying the Chilean issue and case, it is so similar to that of Nigeria. A lot. Just like so many other scenarios around, even Africa, are so similar to that of Nigeria. What happened is that people have been protesting, people have been, you know what I mean? That this fraudulent constitution in Chile is giving power to this section, or giving power to this particular set of people in our country. And more of us are even poorer. And because the constitution gave the power to the politicians now sold their housing sector, transportation sector, and so many other, things like that. They sold them off to the private sectors. Pension, everything controlled by private sector, because the politicians sold them off for whatever they could get. So people had to take their country to court in their country and prove the illegality of that fraudulent constitution. And the courts had to rule that, well, the country can have a new constitution if the people want it. Politicians want to play the game again. They try to play the game again, try to cover it. Block it. It's not going to happen. It's going to divide the country. It's going to blah, 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 blah. Then people resorted into a serious mass protest. A big one that you probably watched during the pandemic. It was a big one. So what happened? They got what they wanted. Their own wasn't to break their country. If theirs was to break their country, that's how it would have happened. People's power, people's choice. You can get there. It's just that you won't get there as Nigeria, as one Nigeria. No, no. But you get there when you have a legal footing to stand on. That's why I love the fact that there is a set of lawyers who have taken Nigeria to court. Sorry about, I don't know, I think this video is kind of lagging, or is it just me? I'm trying to figure that out and see what's going on, by the way. So, but let me know. I'm going to read my comments. Please. Sorry, guys. I will be back. I think I'm having, a little bit, yeah? I'll be back in a minute, please. I hope it's I hope it actually gets better. Okay, so I could see that myself, and I hate it. It makes me look like I'm talking in motion. I mean slow motion. I don't like that. So I was talking about the moves people make, and people are already making, or they've made already, which you should know about. Okay, if we say Nigeria is wrongly structured, or it is structured the way the rulers of Nigeria wanted it to be, and so far so good, that is not working in anyone's interest. So far so good, we can see that generally. But we haven't seen, before now, we haven't seen any group approach the court to say, you know what, this constitution called 1999 constitution is illegal. It has no backing of the people. There was never a time people voted to say this is our constitution, this is the power, this is how the power will be like this. People from different parts of Nigeria, the regions, there was never a time. So that they came together to say this is us. So for the first time, a group of lawyers, they have approached the High Court in Abuja. And guess what? They are approaching the courts on behalf of the Igbo people. Some of you may not have heard about them, or some of you have heard about them. They have already approached the court. This is not IPOB, Biafra, and what have you now. Okay? I mean, I'm talking about the legal team. This is like a set of lawyers who said, indeed, they want to prove that the Igbo people or anybody in Nigeria today should never have been held in authority by the 1999 Constitution. Now they're asking all the ethnic nationalities in Nigeria to join them. So we are talking about solidarity, Southern solidarity, this solidarity, the marginalization, and the rest of that. This is the opportunity. The court case, I'm going to be following it. They are the only one right now. So they are now calling on the indigenous people of Nigeria, in every part of Nigeria, who feels like The reason why they can never get to their potential, the reason why the one Nigeria fraud has made them even poorer and unsafe, the only way to fight it out and actually have the opportunity of defending themselves economically, defending themselves, physically, economically, spiritually, anything way you could take, without anybody, without them having to look over their shoulders. They are in court now. They are in court too. Then all the people who are interested in freedom, especially from southern Nigeria, southern Kaduna, all these places. You see, this is the opportunity to end the charade. And when the court now pronounce, if a court pronounce Nigeria constitution illegal, the first thing is that Nigeria government, they would have to appeal. That means they will have to include themselves in the case, even if they ignore it for some time. Are you with me? So action, something that will start from somewhere, Now from sometimes, now from little tingling, boy, this boy starts, it will be like, this place is so. Before you know it, it will become so, bigger and bigger. Say, boy, na so, na boil, na ewu. You know what I'm talking about? Nigeria may be too big in the face of the world, but you need something. Now, you see, when you now have something that declared 1999 constitution illegal, then they will need to appeal. When they appeal and they see the number of ethnic nationalities who are now joined to the case, asking that the constitution is illegal, say, see, I'm telling you this now. Some of these young people who have no clue what is it going to be like to escape from this madness. Some of them, they are probably watching and be like, I forget, if it happen, I'm a parawani, if we don't kill ourselves, Nigeria don't go better. I understand you. I'm saying this as well because this one is already ongoing. But when you start killing yourselves, then we'll also put that on record and say, you see, do you understand what I mean? You don't sit down there only and say, I'm a parawani until we start killing. We go kill everywhere, everybody go kill, we go kill all our until you to babes in parayin. But I'm just telling you right now that some people are already plugging drill on what will eventually deflate the fraudulent contraption called Nigeria. And I love it when it is legal. I like it when it is legal. I don't support violence in a way. So once they declare it illegal, you can build so many other cases on that. Oh man, you can build a lot on that. Now they will have to be forced. We are telling them now, they are jumping up and down. They want to be president. They want to be this. They want to be that. Thank you, Adewale. That's a brother from Canada. Thank you. All of that, you are not commenting based on what I'm talking. You are commenting happy birthday, happy birthday. Tomorrow is the birthday, right? Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Africa Wahala. That's our presenter on Diaspora Radio coming 1st of January. 1st of February. All of you, my friends, you should go and follow Diaspora Radio International on Facebook. Follow us on YouTube as well. Many people are coming on board as presenters now. You're probably going to be dealing with so many Mayeguns, and you have a lot, variety, and many of you are going to find many favorites on there. As they are preparing for election, let us also prepare for the widening of our own advocacy. What would they want them? They call them, they tell them, if you don't do anything, nothing is going to change. You can't wish it away. You can't pray it away. You can't sleep it away. It will always be there. It doesn't go anywhere. Rather, it gets even worse and worse. Before you become a victim, Okay. Somebody is telling me now, you know what? Don't worry. Beef fresh. Beef fresh or beef fresh. You know, you don't need to spam the comment section, okay? I've seen your message. I'll share it. I'll post it on there. People will see it. Everyone will see it. Okay? Don't spam the page with the same message, please. Okay? That's enough. I've seen it. People of Laspo Tech. Somebody is talking about Laspo Tech. Where is that? They said they've added 20,000 naira to your school fees. I've seen that. So it's okay. Please stop spamming. Thank you. Anyway, I love that. If they can go to court and say, not just say, because these people are the ones enjoying this. They are the ones enjoying the power. And if you want to, if you expect them to change it, National Assembly, we are amending the 1999 Constitution. Amending what? Who wrote the Constitution? Who ratified the Constitution? Who gave the Constitution to you? Not the people. What are you amending? Amending the fraud that kept the people poor. It is that 1999 Constitution that we put one tribe above the other, or one tribe above another. That's why I call it Nigeria. In Nigeria, it is called Turn by Turn Nigeria Limited. But you see, when Nigeria is structurally broken, where everybody is managing their own affair, yeah, you will print your own money. You will write your own constitution. You will conduct your own election. When people who are not standing up for the interest of the Yorubas ever gain power, it won't take you forever to kick them out and punish them. You can do all of that all by yourself. And guess what? The process that will eventually lead to you being able to do that, their process would have erased these rogues that you see in Yoruba land today. So if that is your fear, some of you will be like, and when we get the Yoruba nation, who are the people who are going to be? Are they not going to be the same people? No, they won't. You see the people you see today, all these governors, all these senators, all these people from your village, from your constituency, from your this and that goes to Abuja or they go to their state capital, claim to be representing you. They are products of a failed Nigeria. And a failed Nigeria is to punish you. But you see that process that is going to structurally break Nigeria into pieces. You won't have to worry about Zamfara. And when I say you don't have to worry about Zamfara, I don't mean that you don't have to care about Zamfara. When I say you don't have to worry, because the people of Zamfara and any part of where they belong to that time, they will take care of themselves because you will be busy taking care of yourself. Now, if anybody come cross border, say that they push cow, push anything, even the people of Zamfara will deny them.
My name is Nnamdi Kanu. The reason why we're here today is to protest the killing of innocent women and children and men, for that matter, all over Nigeria, especially in the northern part of Nigeria. We are not happy. We are not pleased with what is happening, and that is why we're here today. As you can see, there are a lot of Nigerians who are protesting about the killing of families. people who are determined to tear the country apart violently, and it is not something that we support. It is not something that we would like to see continue, and we are here today to send a clear message to the Nigerian government through the High Commissioner that what is happening in the country is unacceptable, and we cannot accept it. If that continues, it will lead to the violent disintegration of the country. There will be no more Nigeria for anyone to go to. There will be no Nigeria for anyone to refer to. In fact, what is happening in Somalia today will be like a tea party. So we cannot allow this nonsense to continue. Something has to be done. And the consequences of the actions of terrorism in Nigeria must be driven home to the people, so that even the terrorists themselves will be able to understand that there is no mileage in where they're going. The only thing they can accomplish is the breakup of Nigeria. If they think that they can cower people, if they think they can force people to be coerced into a religion which is not theirs, then they are clearly mistaken. We are asking for peace. We are asking for people to get together. We are asking for everybody who loves Nigeria, who is associated with that country, to please prevail upon terrorism in Nigeria so we can bring it to an end. That is why a multitude of Nigerians are gathered here today. Those of us in the UK are determined to work with the government for peace. We are determined to work with the International Community for peace. But one thing we cannot stomach is a repeat of 1966. What is happening today in Nigeria was the reason why Nigeria fought a bitter civil war for 3 years between 1967 and 1970. If this continues, there will be another civil war in Nigeria. And this time around, no place will be safe in Nigeria. This time around, nobody will be safe in Nigeria. So it is imperative that everybody who has the interest of the country at heart acts now and immediately to stop this. The crimes you have in the north, the insecurity you have in the north is as a direct consequence of their own action. They groomed them. Al-Qaeda in the Maghreb, ISIS in West Africa, Boko Haram, Fulani headsmen, bandits, all of them. Who brought them to Nigeria? It's Fulani. Fulani brought them into Nigeria. El Rufai brought them in. Bauchi State Governor brought them in. Are you people deaf and dumb and stupid? When you come out and you pretend, oh, we are one Nigeria, go and show me. Somebody was asking, where is the boundary, where would the boundary of Biafra begin? And I asked the fool, where did the boundary of Nigeria begin? People from Niger come in and go as they like. Most of these idiots are from Niger. They are building a pipeline to Niger. They are building a railway line to Niger. They are building roads to Niger. Whereas where the money comes from, which is Biafra land, we don't have those infrastructure. No, we don't. But you're taking our money. You come to Izombe, you come to Ohaji, you come to Ebema, you come to Aguleri, you come to Ebonyi. You take our resources, sell it, get the money, and now you're building the way to Niger Republic. And you want me to be happy with you. Clap for you. Oh, Nigeria is doing well. One Nigeria. I think you are insane. You come to my land, you take our oil, you take our gas, you take our manpower, you take everything, our VAT, our tax that we pay. You are now building a road from Katsina to Niger, airport in Niger, refinery in Niger. You take oil, crude oil from my land, you take it to Niger, you refine it, you bring it back to me as a refined petroleum, or as PPS as you call it. And you're telling me that that country is viable. You're telling me that Nigeria should be supported. We are in one Nigeria. We are not going anywhere. And you're dying every day. Because those that they appointed to speak for you, they gave them money and positions. So that they will come out on the pages of newspapers to give the world the misleading impression that everything is okay, when things are not okay. Go through the statements of Ohaneze and see the contradictions in it. Nigeria is not working. We are marginalized. And then you come back and say Nigeria is one. We must stay in it together. Are you not foolish? These are the useless intellectuals that you have. On one hand, you say Nigeria is not working. You're marginalized. You are being discriminated against. You're suffering. They're killing you everywhere. And you come back to the same place and say Nigeria must be one. Had Nigerians gotten together to say they want to be part of this useless contraption, that's entirely their business. I'm a Democrat, I've subscribed to it. But have you asked yourself this question? Why is it that all those asking you to remain in one Nigeria has something to gain from Nigeria, or they have benefited in the past? Nothing more, nothing less. I saw the letter that Atiku Abubakar wrote to President Biden. In it, Atiku Abubakar said to come and help us fight terrorism, in order to ensure that there will be no regional destabilization. That is their game plan at the U.S. State Department for very many years, until we stepped in. They keep trotting out these lies. Once Nigeria breaks up, there will be destabilization in the entire region. I said it because you don't understand African history. Most of these people are not educated. When I say they say I'm insulting them, no, I'm not insulting you. Most of you are not educated. In Africa, we are tribal creatures in Africa. In Africa, we are tribal creatures in Africa. We always go back to our village where we were born, where our umbilical cord, our long, where it was buried. That's where we come from. That is why every Christmas, Easter, New Year festival, or August meeting, you see us migrating back to where we come from. And I keep saying these things to Africans, they don't understand it. They don't understand it. Everywhere in Africa during Christmas, if you like, be in South Africa, if you like, let it be in Kenya, you let it be in Rwanda, everybody from the capital goes to the village. If you go to Accra, the same thing happens. This past Christmas, if you like, go to Cotonou, go to Yaoundé in Cameroon. Everybody living in the capital cities of Africa, they go back to their villages. They go back to their tribes where they come from. Do they do that in the Western world? During Christmas, these people migrating from, oh, I come from Florida, I'm going to Florida. No, you don't. Because people come from where they are born. We come from where our ancestors were born. That is the difference between black people in Africa and those from Europe and other parts of the world. We come from, so if you ask somebody, where do you come from? He or she will mention their village. That is what makes us Africans. Very, very unique. If you destroy that, you're finished as a people. In Africa, we are tribal. First and foremost, we belong to our tribe where we come from. That is why our people need to appreciate this. Very, very critical. That Africa is restructured to recognize where people come from.
Nígbà tá à ń gbàdúrà ká bọ́ lọ́wọ́ òkú ayé kan tá a sì ń wò pa ń bọ́ ń bẹ̀ lọ wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́ ìwọ Ọlọ́run kí lè ṣe wa lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà gan tó tún wá gbé kọ́ọ̀lù mìíràn bọ̀ kọ́ọ̀lù burúkú lélẹ̀ abẹ́ ìbí ṣe à ń wò bí kọ́ọ̀lù.
The crimes you have in the north, the insecurity you have in the north is as a direct consequence of their own action. They groomed them. Al-Qaeda in the Maghreb, ISIS in West Africa, Boko Haram, Fulani headsmen, bandits, all of them. Who brought them to Nigeria? It's Fulani. Fulani brought them into Nigeria. El Rufai brought them in. Bauchi State Governor brought them in. Are you people deaf and dumb and stupid? When you come out and you pretend, oh, we are one Nigeria, go and show me. Somebody was asking, where is the boundary, where would the boundary of Biafra begin? And I asked the fool, where did the boundary of Nigeria begin? People from Niger come in and go as they like. Most of these idiots are from Niger. They are building a pipeline to Niger. They are building a railway line to Niger. They are building roads to Niger. Whereas where the money comes from, which is Biafra land,
We don't have those infrastructure. No, we don't. But you're taking our money. You come to Izombe, you come to Ohaji, you come to Ebema, you come to Aguleri, you come to Ebonyi. You take our resources, sell it, get the money, and now you're building the way to Niger Republic. And you want me to be happy with you. Clap for you. Oh, Nigeria is doing well. One Nigeria. I think you are insane. You come to my land, you take our oil, you take our gas, you take our...
So sorry about that, guys. Once again, I don't know what happened. I just had some technical glitch there, or some technical glitches, I'd rather say. Sorry about that. Can you hear me, by the way? Can you all hear me clearly now? Because we are almost at that point of rounding up. So I'm still having that technical stuff, all right? So let me know if you can hear me clearly now. So sorry. I'm so sorry. Many of you have... Is there still no sound? Okay, I'm going to go check elsewhere. That's a shame. Am I still muted? Oh, no. Okay. Just a minute again. Oh, can you hear me? Okay. I think it's also delayed. The broadcast is, I think, delayed for a few seconds as well. So I'm glad you can hear me now. It's like all the comments were just rushing in like, Mayego, you are muted. We can't hear you loud and clear. Now you can hear me. See, that time that I was talking and you didn't hear me. It pained me because I was talking about somebody who called me names on Facebook. The person is watching. Ganiyu something. Ganiyu said, I am enemy of Yoruba land and I will soon vanish. So I was replying Ganiyu, trying to ask Ganiyu that if Ganiyu is still watching, right? Ganiyu, Gani, you want me to vanish simply because I'm advising you that the mistake, let's call it mistake, because most of them are not mistakes. Because if somebody wants me to vanish, because I am telling them never to jump up and down for Tifnumbu, telling them that they deserve better than what the failed criminal leaders have offered them. Ganiyu looked around, looked left, looked right. Ganiyu said, I will soon vanish. They want me to vanish, kill me, do something, something. And I was replying Ganiyu that even if your parents, if your father or your mother, if they made mistake, all right, to have you, and they didn't explain to you what Nigeria had in stock for you, and here you are, it will be very selfish of you, okay, to continue to defend a system that kept majority of you in a terrible state that we are not proud of. And I said, as a Yoruba man, there is nothing I said on this platform that should get you as a Yoruba man upset, except if you are just, if you are either a Buharidin, a Buhari Didere, okay? Maybe you are just a Lagos Abobaku, Oshogbo Alimajiri, or maybe you are a sophisticated moron, an humbled slave, or obedient fool. Whatever category you belong to, nothing I said here should offend you, that you wish me to disappear. I wish, I wish for you that what you wish can come to pass. Because if not to say now, wish, majority of you are Latenujes, Elebiti Fun Lawrence, Alakpama Shishe, Olelewus, political vagabond, bunch of rogue, unemployable element. We call them the street cretins. If your, if your papa, your mama made mistake that they lied to you about Nigeria, if to say wishes are horses, Nigerians will be flying. They will be, not be only to ride though, they will be flying because they have wished many times that they have electricity. I wish that we have electricity in this country. I wish that all these terrorists would just die. I wish that God would just kill all our leaders, all these criminal, deadly people. I wish that I can just be walking on and the armed robbers, they will just drop a bag of money. I wish that Nigerians are always wishing. How we wish that I have money right now. How I wish that I can eat what I want to eat now. How I wish if wishes were horses. Ganiyu, I am not vanishing. I'm not going before my time. If they tell you tomorrow, say I don't die, it won't see. It will not add 1 naira to your account. It will not take a penny out of your account. You are just going to read it like everything else. Just same way they made you believe. Once we capture Nnamdi Kanu, once we capture Igboho, they will soon teach Nnamdi Kanu a lesson. Humbled slaves, they wanted their oppressors to teach Nnamdi Kanu a lesson. Obedient fools, they want their government to kill Igboho so that they can teach him a lesson. But when they keep Igboho, when they keep Nnamdi Kanu, did that add a penny to your bank? Did that make Nigeria better? Did that reduce the price of a bag of rice? Did that change how much you are buying your petrol? Did that increase your minimum wage? Did that reduce the Nigerian debt? Did that stop corruption? How about police brutality, official kidnapping, and then state-sponsored terrorism? How far? If wishes were horses. I wish they just arrest this Nnamdi Kanu and Nigeria will have peace. Gani, I am talking about the advantage of Yorubas for Yoruba without this one fraudulent Nigeria. But Gani wants me to vanish. Gani wish I vanish. The only way I can vanish is, I know the only way I can vanish, because I can't vanish. No, you can only wish. All right? The only way I can vanish is if I sleep and I wake up and I see myself in Nigeria. Even myself will know I don't vanish. So Gani, I can't vanish. Some of you, I put up my pictures on Facebook today. They sent Kofo, my daughter, made me a show feed dress. Very lovely. I love it. Right? So I shared that on my Egun's Diary Politico today. Now, so my own people went out, and they started saying, Mayegun Idamu Adugbo yire o. Idamu Adugbo yire tori Ọlọ́run o. So Lagos Abobaku, Oshogbo Alimajiri, humbled slaves, obedient fools, sophisticated morons. All of una from Lagos and from everywhere you are hiding. Idamu Adugbo yire o. Have you seen it on my Egun's Diary Politico? Idamu Adugbo yin. Honorable Senator, Chief Priest, Baba Ijo, Founder, Temple of Truth, Idamu Adugbo yin. Just that I wish I can be, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going anywhere because your problems are not going. You won't wish it away. You won't pray it away. You won't sleep it away. Mine is to remind you. And if that really upsets you, Gani, if you are still watching, do us a favor. Vanish. You can do it yourself. Nobody could come for you. Because what I said is that if you want to fix Nigeria, listen, I can say a lot of things. All right. I can say a lot of things just to get you to kind of understand my point. Okay. Everyone wants to fix Nigeria. People there, we want to fix Nigeria. Well, the Constitution is a problem. Why don't you admit to that? The Constitution is the problem. If there is no fraudulent Constitution, if it was there in that Constitution that people agree to come to Nigeria together, but if you trespass, we go break up or we go scatter everything. If all of us agree, Fulani will not be saying you have to give up your land or your life. Today, the audacity, it will not be there at all. Miyeti Allah, waiting be Miyeti Allah. Miyeti Allah ko. Miyeti Shatan ni. Because Kilove come yeti ala pelu le Yoruba. What be me yeti ala doing in Yoruba land? What concern all this madness? If to say now all of us come together to say we want to be part of this. By so doing, there will be no Tifnumbu. There will be no Tifnumbu. You see all these unboot slaves, these crumb beaters, ass lickers, all ricers, crumb chasers, yeah? All these social media bandits, Facebook ass men. They are mostly from Southwest Nigeria. You see the people who have been pushing for Bokwari APC, those who have been cooking up like fake account here and there, they have been the recruited ones from this all this Alimajiri from Lagos, all Alimajiri from Southwest, Yoruba land. They are everywhere. You know what I'm talking about? They were doing it, promoting the fraud, promoting the death, the terrorism of Bokwari and APC, because they are waiting for a day that Ashiwaju Awole will come and lead them. Now today, Gani, you want me to vanish because I'm talking about what actually benefit or will benefit millions of Yoruba people, the people in Yoruba land, including Ganiyu, the Ganiyu that said that I should vanish. Do you understand what I'm saying? These people, this man, that's what I said. I said, if a system that has 84 million registered voters, but at the end of the day, only 28 million decide only 15 million decide who become what or what. That makes it, and what makes that even permanent is because the constitution allows it. That is why somebody can just sit down and say 1.4 million people voted from IDP camp in Borno, and then the Opono Afofungbemu Tifun Laurent, Tikunloju Asho Oshoro, where is in Yoruba land and every other part of southern Nigeria. They will be jumping up and down. Do you know how many one man can born 50 children in the north? He's never been to the north. Though. They told him that one person can. They said, where are all these children? Where are these people getting all these children? He said, in that northern Nigeria, one person can give birth to 200 children. The mumu, the way no pass Kitio. But he's talking about Shokoto because they have ingrained it in his brain, and he will keep saying it. And when we say, okay, Baba, we get 200 children, yeah, bring them out, make them count them, do fingerprint. Say, no, we are not interested in census. We cannot do census, no census. And the educated moron in Yoruba land will be jumping up and down. There's nothing we can do. If the North say no, there's nothing we can do. We are just joking. Because he's miseducated, poorly educated, deliberately made ignorant. And then since he can read and write and he can speak English, he wants to fix Nigeria. Then we say, mechanic, take spanner. Those people, those of them who have been offering to fix Nigeria since 1999, all of the mechanic where you hire, what will be the end results? So we are now saying that you break it into the components that has people's input, where people actually choose what they want. They say democracy. Who told you now democracy will make you better in Nigeria? Who told you? Have you tried anything else? You've tried democracy for 23 years. You have the highest number of unemployed people in the whole world. Some of you no get shame. You don't even have shame. Some of you, especially you see when you see some of them on Facebook, right? Let me tell you the class. They no get shame. It's under these criminals that I realized that you cannot shame the shameless. They have no shame whatsoever. Laturi, leader, from leader to the follower to everybody, shameless bunch. Your God will shame all of you who don't want Nigeria to be great. Our leaders are trying. Our leaders are doing their best to make Nigeria great. That is coming from an educated Opono who can read and write and speak English. Then he opens social media. He has Facebook. He has this. He can comment and he knows it. You, these people, we call them the patriotic Nigerians. Their uncles and aunties, those ones they are abroad. They are loving Nigeria from abroad. Now those ones, they are the smartest. The Mumu stayed back saying, you see, this Mayegun is enemy of Nigeria. Take the enemy. Because they tell you the thieves and what they have done and how it affected you and how it's still going to affect you. Then I am enemy. Come on, man. Do you get what I'm saying? Sorry, if you are having an issue with the sound, let me know, okay? Because somebody just said that they have an issue with their sound. If you have with yours, let me know. So I'm going to be rounding up anytime soon, okay? Because what's it called? I hate it when I have a technical problem during my broadcast, okay? It's like it's just punctuate what I'm doing and then I distract it or divided it. See? Somebody said there's no audio. Is that true? Come on, man. If your audio is not working right now, yeah, just come out of it and go back in. All right, please. Don't worry. We'll be fine. Tomorrow is my birthday. So I'm going to go get ready and then we're going to do that. So don't let anybody make you feel guilty, okay? They try it with me all the time. And it's good that you are actually watching me, especially those who actually follow Mayegun. They will tell you. They do it to me all the time. They blame me. Imagine, people in Nigeria who are putting the photo of Tinubu on their profile, the picture of Amechi on their profile, the picture of Buhari, the picture of all the politicians that you know. They put them on their profile. Then they come to Mayegun's diary. They point fingers. This guy is enemy of Nigeria. And I'm like, come on, man. So don't let anybody do that to you because they do it. They do that to make you kind of feel like, sort of to bully you, sort of. And you start feeling like, oh boy, it be like, say myself, don't they criticize Nigeria too much? Oh. No, you are not. You're just speaking out. And that is a reality. Okay? When people speak out and speak out, when you speak out like that, you have one or two people who listen to you. Because they are also thinking same thing. But they probably don't know how to speak out. So when all these wearies come onto my platform and they start pointing finger, don't come to Nigeria, I'm like, oh, if I come to Nigeria, what do you want to? You will be say, I mean, genuinely, some of them, you're like, don't come here. If you come here, I'll be like, well, what are you going to do? It's because they are wishing that if this boy come to Nigeria, I will be so happy when they arrest him so that I can say, yes, are you mad? Do you think you are? That's all they want. And when they say that on social media, to do all of that, they go back to their miserable lives where they continue to wish and wish that things gets better. So imagine people with the pictures of politicians who pointing fingers at me, saying I may cause their problem. How? Do you get what I mean now? So we know what can fix Nigeria, and we are not mincing our words. I am not mincing my words, okay? And I'm also not denying you yours. I'm just asking that practically, we cannot help save Nigeria the way you want to save it. But you can use your number, 84 million registered voters, okay? 84 million of you. If 30 million vote for PDP and APC, then the 54 million of you can save yourselves without us. You can leave us and you can save yourselves with the magic. You don't have to turn around and say, we don't talk, say, oh boy, now waste of time. Why are you pretending? You don't have law, okay? Because you don't have any law, it is a lawless country where everybody do what they like. So, and you want us to, let us do it together. Let us come to where together. I mean, come together. Ask those who have been coming together since the last 23 years. They no be Nigerians. I mean, they no be Yoruba. They no be Hausa or they no be Igbos. Come to where together. Come to where. So we know the problem and we told you, don't waste your time. Election is good if it is free and fair. Do you get that now? It's not mean that doesn't mean that you don't have your choice. We know some of you have your choice already. Listen, people have told me, they said, Mayegun, I have been listening I have been watching you for the past 4 years. Just last 2 years, I changed my mind. Everything you have been saying, they started making sense. I said, Baba, we know they rush you because if I work faster, if to say myself get bullion van, let's say if I have a bullion van now, many people where they abuse me, they will respect me. They say, I respect that Mayegun. If you talk, I obey. Well, Nnamdi Kanu didn't give anybody bullion van, sha. Anyway, I'm just gonna be just me, so there's no point. Thank you very much. Someone is still saying no audio. If you're having audio issue, somebody, oh man. Audio is good. See, if you're having audio problem, somebody should help me type it in the comment that if you have audio problem, come out of the broadcast and go back in. Your audio should be perfect. Okay. So help me type it in the comment. I have people repeating no audio, no audio. Come on, read the comment, man. If you are watching on TV at home, come out of it and go back onto it. Okay. Thank you very much. So we can make a difference if you feel like you love Nigeria. In all honesty, now all of us where they speak up, okay, many of us speaking up, finding means and what have you to get people to see why that yes, it's your right. You want to vote for your choice. Yeah, it is your right. Come on, but do it when indeed you are going to see the effect of it. But some of you know that you're not going to see any effect other than the money they will give to you now. People abused me in 2015. They call me PDP agent, APC agent. Now, from 2015 to 2019, me that didn't vote anybody, they still come here on my Egun's diary political. Okay? These guys, supposed Nigerians, they still come onto my platform. The ones for PDP, they will call me APC member. The ones for APC, they will call me PDP member. For 4 years, 2019, I continued to warn them, speak out. They still went for their PDP, APC. When they were done, when they came back to my Egun's diary political, they started blaming me. So it's not new. Whenever somebody says, oh, stop talking like that, we should be talking on how to make Nigeria great, just tell them that, listen, that's they work again, okay? Stop using that line. Come together to make Nigeria work. Shey, me and you, they fight now. Me and you stand there with the talk. Are we fighting? Of course, we are not fighting. So are we the one that is holding Nigeria back right now as we sit down here? And if they say, no, we are not the ones, okay? So then what do you mean by we should come together? Who is coming together, Baba? Who is coming together? Who should come together? Is it you and me on the streets? Come together to make Nigeria better. Okay, oh yeah? Come together. When you try to come together to make Nigeria better, they send soldiers to kill you. Who is coming together? Who? It is a fraudulent statement when people use that for you. There's no country in the world that doesn't have any problem. We should all come together because by coming together, we can build our country. Come together, where? Who and who is coming together? Say na me and you. So if to say na me and you supposed to come together, oh yeah, we don't come together. At least all of us they congregate on my Egun's diary political. We are here now. Oh yeah, tell us, what did we do to make Nigeria bad? Your budget, the pardoning of terrorists, or the borrowing blindly, like recklessly, or is it the central bank printing money, or the one that you have to borrow money to go and construct a pipeline from Niger Delta to Niger Republic, Now we cause some, or the loss of job that has made 45% of you jobless under Bukuari. So now we cause some. Oh yeah, let's come together, and then the whole thing will disappear. Come together where? It's a fraudulent statement. Reject it whenever you are having a conversation with people, okay, about Nigeria. Tell them, be very straightforward and say, listen, we know Nigeria problem. Nobody, see, all of us know Nigeria problem. The only kind of area we're having problem is that mentioning the names of Nigeria problem, okay? If you mention corruption, you begin to mention the children of corruption. Bukuari, Atifku, Obasanjo, Igboho Lantan, Tifnumbu. You begin to name them until you name your uncle. That your uncle that was former PA to former SA to governor SA to Mr. You know what I mean? You will begin to name them one by one. Start naming them. They are always together. So coming together is not for me and you. Our coming together is to kick them out. And when you and I, when we come together, they bring out guns. They bring out guns. They say, they don't they come together. Hey, they don't they 1 million people march. That's what they call, when they say we should come together. So if anybody meets you anywhere and you're having a chat about Nigeria, you name the problems, their children, the product of that problem, and those who are benefiting from it, don't shy away from it. There's nowhere that they don't stop it, don't use the language. There's nowhere where they know they do what. I'll stop that nonsense. And we need to come together to make Nigeria great. Oh yeah, now, coming together means revolution, protest. Coming together is not coming together to certify criminals and say we have all come together to what? To make another rogue your president, and you will cry for another 4 years. Now here I go deal. Person where they tell me say make I vanish. You will vanish. And when you see somebody don't carry what is it they call them? Afoshe. Some of you, Gani you, if you are watching, some people don't carry their tira, their onto and all of that on Mayegun many times. Some of you are just knowing me. On this same street too, people have see when you see people abusing me on social media or they are attacking me on my broadcast and what have you. Don't work yourself. Don't work yourself out too much. I've had people who have come out and say Mayegun, ayewa. Mayegun, I will teach you a lesson. Nigeria is what did they do you in Nigeria is terrible. Mayegun, this thing you don't have any respect for elders. I will teach you a lesson. If you finish with your hallucination, when you finish with your drawing and painting, if you have any spare change, go and buy anything where you won't buy. I'm still going to be here. Sure, you get me now. And here I am. I'm still here. But guess what? They have made the mess of many of you. They have made mess of your lives in Nigeria. That is the, it's because of the worst things they have done to you or they are still doing to you. That is why I'm still here. That's why I'm still here. That's why I'm still going to be here for a long time. Continue to validate them. And continue to come on social media and tell me, Mayegun, ma having ayewa. Weary. Ayewa. Awamopa ayewa. Ayetowa. Now physical. Surely gbogbo ita you been threatening around everywhere. Yeah. Mayegun, I will show you. Wa buro wetin. Weary ara yin. Teba ni ogun lowo. Ìjàpá yín lóògùn lọ́wọ́ ni ó fi wòran díẹ̀. Sorry, if you don't understand Yoruba. You know tortoise. Tortoise gets this small tail. In Yoruba land, that thing, we did that back. People say every time tortoise is bragging that he get jazz. People say, tortoise, you get jazz. You know, if you kill that thing, where do your yash? In brag here, they say you get jazz. Ẹ̀yin wèrè, àtẹ̀yà àtàwọn tó níyín. Ẹ̀yin wèrè, ogun ọwọ́ yín, gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ní. Gbogbo agbára tẹ́ ní, ó yẹ kẹ́ lò ó, kẹ́ fi gbára yín lẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ àwọn olórí burúkú tẹ́ ń gba kọ́bọ̀, tẹ́ ń gba tọrọ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, tẹ́ ń gba ṣíṣì, tẹ́ ń gba ṣínṣìn lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. They don't bring your chin-chin, they don't bring your plantain chips. You are going to kill in the rain, in the sun. And then you turn around, when you finish with all the burukutu, all the tramadol, all the drugs they will give to you and the rest of that, you grab your phone. This Mayegun is enemy of the Yoruba land. Why won't I be enemy of Yoruba land? Because if I have the kind of Yoruba land I want to see, Tinubu will be in jail. 100%. Like 100%. Do you get what I mean now? They will build a special jail for him. His head is only the head that you'll be seeing. You won't see his body. They will bury it inside. Do you get what I mean now with what he's done? In the Yoruba land where me envision. So if you want to dislike me now. If you think, this one talks say they go jail all our leaders, I will ensure some of them, Oh God. It's not me. It is the system. If I envision it, they won't survive it. All those your leaders that you say. They won't stand a chance in a very just society. So if you now won't die, make you die. As long as they continue to deal with you the way they are dealing with you, I'm still going to be here. Okay? Trust me, I'm still going to be here. So I'm not going anywhere. But a day is coming. That you see those people you are seeing, you won't see them anymore. Oh man, they will be gone. We won't even see you too. By then, it's either you have repented and be like, I remember that time where I see they threaten Mayegun. I used to threaten Mayegun. There are people who used to threaten me here. They are trying to call me to tell me that Mayegun, I've been calling you for 3 years. I've been calling you for 2 years. I've wanted to tell you that Mayegun, you changed me. You know, do you know how many people who actually want to tell me that? So your own way they abuse me and the rest of that, you will come back to it because I'm telling you the truth. You can't fix Nigeria. You can't. If you want to, genuinely, if you want to, it starts from the fraudulent book they put together because that is where they derive their power from. It doesn't exist. You don't know the content. Do you get that? You don't know the content. But if you pay attention to the content, you will never, ever defend Nigeria. And that doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you unpatriotic. Come on. It makes you even more patriotic. Yeah. Look at those who claim to be patriotic. She Buhari you are patriotic. Do you think that Buhari is patriotic? If I ask you now, you can say it's patriotic. Yeah? People when they're patriotic, they will not sleep if they know that people are being slaughtered. But the way they talk say it do they walk. It don't walk. And they only walk for 3 hours a day. So I can cover my head. Hey. He work for a few hours a day. And there you are. Thank you, Jare. We've sorted the audio. So you are going to come back eventually to know that the people who claim to be patriotic Nigerians, they steal your money and move the money out. Every opportunity they have, they milk you and take the money out. I am supposed to be your friend. If some of you get sense, some of you these Lagos Abobakus, some of you Oshogu Alimajiris, you are looking at me thinking I'm your problem. I'm not your problem. You go on to Showore. When you see Showore, you see him as your problem. It's not your problem. They talk about Sunday Igboho. You know the wrong mentor. You know they masturbate in public because of Sunday Igboho. It's not your problem. They're talking about the Biafrans, the IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. You know the wrong mentor. You know the wrong craze. Now they beat chest like a dwarf monkey. Doing all of that, Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that. It's not. It's not. Patriotism means that you have to love that country. Can you say these rogues love your country? Majority of you have no love Nigeria. Everything as bobo. So we don't talk, say, the reason why this fraudulent won't work, we have laid it bare. Again and again and again, repeatedly. That listen, we are not stupid. Yes, everybody knows the problem. Oh, they are doing everything to work around the problem. Oh shit, problem solver. Hello, solve problem at Duboyi. That's what we are saying. Go to your own area and solve anything you can resolve there. Make everybody handle their own thing. That's what we are saying, But I know, say, you want election, and because of that, Mayegun is your number one enemy. See, I'm not even your enemy. Even if you want your election, if you want to follow your Tifnumbu, follow your Tifku, I don't have any power to stop you. You know I don't. Abi, you are only worried that maybe with this my tashere mouth, where they manage talk small. You think that one day, that tashere mouth can spark a fire. We go chase your people out of the hole where they are hiding. I'm talking about all your leaders, your criminal leaders. Chase them away and then boom, poof, everything will just go up, boom, in smoke. You are afraid of that. Even though you know in your mind that you wish that will never happen. So you are kind of worried I'm saying things, but you know I don't have control over you. You're still going to go and choose your criminal leaders and the rest of them. But every time you are choosing them, I want you to go to bed to remember me. I want you to go to where you are going to go and threaten people to vote for you, buy people to do that, intimidate people and chase those ones that you consider enemy away, that elections have consequences. Every time you are doing that, you will remember me. You will remember Mayegun. Every time you go out there, you want to go and give money to people, you will remember that you watch Mayegun video talking about that you are going to give money. Abi, I will be your conscience, your guilt, something that If you know change, if he kill you, because conscience now open window. They say not truth, fee heal. I read that since at this secondary school. I don't even know what it means. There's conscience now. Conscience now open wound. I don't even know if that makes any sense. But trust me, it made so much sense to me when I was growing up. Be careful, conscience. My conscience is worrying me. Have you ever been in that stage? They will say, I mean, I think that is pretty much with teenagers anyway. I don't know if all of you old people who don't see heaven and nail and everything. I no get conscience again. Majority of the adults no get conscience again. But you know, when they say your conscience, you're scared. You're like, I don't want to hurt my conscience. So you don't want to do bad thing. So that's why they say conscience is the open wound that only the truth can cure. Some of you will be surprised that where did you get that, Mayegun? Because I don't hear that thing before. At that time, we will still write a love letter. When you quote all the jargons, you quote all the rubbish about love and the rest of that, then you pledge your loyalty to that this young girl and say, well, I just want you to know that my heart is for you. And remember this, conscience is an open wound. Only truth can heal it. And I've spoken to, sorry guys, Mike, what are you doing? So I'm going to be your conscience. That's what I want to be. It's not that you don't know the problem. Some of you have chosen side enough that you will make enemy out of those who are also victims, or they will be victims of the system that you too will be victims as well. It's a matter of time. Okay. So review it, watch it, think it. And at the end of the day, you're going to come back and agree with me. Elections have consequences, right? And you should begin to learn how to live with that consequences. So go on, do your thing. I'm not going to vanish. I'm not going to go anywhere. But we know that if you want to fix Nigeria, genuinely, you need Nigerians to be there. Elections won't fix Nigeria. Electing anyone from anywhere won't fix Nigeria. Trust me. Even the damages that Boko Haram has done and APC, they have done, they cannot be undone in another 50 years. Some of you don't have a clue yet. But wait till they don't have such power anymore. They are no longer in the corridor of power. Then you understand what they have done. You think PDP ruined Nigeria? You have no clue. Now, you don't have an idea. So elections won't fix that. You have to know that and you will know peace. Whether you are from the east, you are from the west, you are from the northwest or northeast or north central, or you're from, wherever you come from, whatever your interest is, whatever you think your interest is in Nigeria, whatever it is, just remember that. I'll say that election won't fix it. And you cannot fix Nigeria without the people inside Nigeria. And that is the kind of engagement that the owners of Nigeria don't want to happen. So they will quickly come out and say, oh, we understand the problem. Oh, restructuring. Oh, it's a restructuring problem. They can't define the type of restructuring they are talking about. Ask them a new question. Even those who are pushing for restructuring, they can't explain it in clarity, so to say. Because every time they try to explain what they want, they are actually asking for the autonomy, which is a partial breakup of Nigeria. Do you understand that? So at the end of the day, everybody wants the same thing, to manage their own affair. And that is how to fix Nigeria. And that should be decided by those who are in Nigeria, not by those who are privileged to be in power. Of course, they won't do it for the people. They'll do it for themselves. That's what I want you to think about. Can you fix Nigeria, or who can fix Nigeria? Nobody. That's the final answer. What's your own final answer? Do you know who can fix Nigeria? Do you? Nobody can. Nigerians in Nigeria, outside Nigeria, will have to be given the opportunity to decide the type of Nigeria they want to be part of, if they want to be part of it. Sefini, release Sunday Igboho. Release Nnamdi Kanu. Free all of the freedom fighters and the activists that they have illegally been convicted or sent to different prisons. Release them and begin the process of a national referendum for a new constitution which will eventually lead to power separation and then structural breakup of Nigeria. And you can time it to give everyone the chance to share the asset if you have any. If China won't be coming to pack everything away and say, hey, when I want break up, you decrease. So is that your style? To borrow money and then break up? Who go pay? We go just tell them, say, oh boy, we'll give you address for Daura. All of you, I go send them to Daura. I'm joking. I'm talking about the process of breaking up of a country requires that sharing of assets, sharing of debt, sharing of so many things, okay? I'm talking about genuine things or genuine ways of breaking now. But some of you feel like we have to do pa. If you start, I will report it, okay? But for now, I've told you, there are those who are not just talking. No, they're not just talking. They've taken action, legal action, right? And I've also been told as well. In fact, I love that. That's the one from the Yoruba nation who has approached the, they've approached the ECOWAS courts in Abuja. I was telling you something similar to that yesterday. So they've approached the, where's that again? I think it's here. So they have approached the court in Abuja concerning the, the criminality and the illegality or the illegal actions of the government of Nigeria right there in Yoruba land. Sorry, I want to try and see if I can get that. And we have, what's what they call them again? Respondent, is that respondent? Somebody with the file case. Because the defendant is the Federal Ministry of, the Nigerian Federal Ministry of Justice, Malamu and Gang. So here is what I have here. They say, Mrs. Well, in the Community Court of Justice of the Economic Community of West Africa, that is ECOWAS Court in Abuja. That was 3 days ago, 26th of January. Mrs. Riskat Badmos and 3 others suing for themselves and on behalf of the entire Yoruba nation and the federal government of Nigeria. The defendant, which is the federal government of Nigeria, Malamu representing, they said notice is hereby given that an application between Mrs. Riskat Badmos and 3 others and the Federal Republic of Nigeria was lodged by the applicants and registered by the court on the 26th day of January 2022. So I bet Lady K and the others are also part of this case. In fact, they are those who instituted that to the West African court. So I want to see things. I want to see case. I want to see, and they have promised us most of that this year, and I will report them. So let's have a shock. When people say there won't be election, okay, don't think they are actually planning any violence, okay? And we should always be very clear about that. There are many ways to stop the election or invalidate the election or completely illegitimize the election. We are about to find out, all right? How far they will go, we'll see. Something needs to be done, and until that is done, right, well, you can continue to do the same thing and expect a different result, which is never going to happen. So thank you very much for your time. And I'm so sorry for the technical wahala I faced there from the start, the delay as well, and this kind of sluggish video at some point as well. So I'm going to cut it here, and I'm going to see you some other time. That will be tomorrow. Starting from tomorrow morning, I'm going to make myself happy. I'm going to wear my agbada. I'm going to wear everything, and possibly I may dance on camera. So because of the time difference, it's definitely going to be a very, very early for the people. So late for the people of the US, people in the US and other parts of Asia and all that. Okay, wherever it is, I want to say thank you to every one of you who have started making this look like, wow, that's your birthday. People keep reminding me, and I love it. So thank you very much for your support, for your, for your everyday being there, because it's been a jolly good ride. And thank you for tonight, for joining me at the same time, for contributing as well, okay? Before you go, you can like that video. Like it, and then I will see you again. So thank you, and you should all have a good evening. I'll see you some other time. Good night.
Ani ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bọ́ba bá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Prẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Ha! Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lé ibo níṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o.